All right, folks, got camera number 2 going. Just trying to get warmed up. Trying to locate our bench in regards to our bar a little better. And the lighting is probably bleaching me out a little bit. I'm not sure what would be better for lighting. I need to get a suntan somehow. Alright, so videos are rotating on their own. It doesn't matter. They actually, the other stand was a total, I was going to say, crap show. Now, one thing I've never done is video military from above and beyond. So I think in this video we're going to try that. And then that'll leave us with one camera left. Whoa. That was scary. You guys hear that? Like is the tripod about to fall over with my Samsung tablet attached to it? Oh, you know what? We're not ready for, I don't want to record on that one until we have some actual weights on here. All right, so warming up, folks. You know, shoulders, want to take care of it. Now, of course, if you do a bunch of exercises prior to this with the upper body, your shoulders are probably warmed up. I did go and do a little bit of cardio this morning. I did do some abdominal stuff. Because as you guys have been so kind of call out, at least some of you, that I should probably do some stomach, right? And so we will continue to try and lose that, but we don't want to lose our strength. So doing this stuff natural and depend on your genetics, right? You know, people can tell you, oh yeah, your diet is your problem, which is kind of accurate. And some of it's not. There's a lot of things that go into it. You know, you can say cardio, metabolism, how hard you work out. It's not just about the diet. Now, could I be slim if I ate healthier? Most likely with my body, yes. And what I've done. With somebody that had, just call them ailments, get slim just by eating right, potentially not. And I'm talking about like a thyroid gland issue. So, I don't have that problem. What I have is I see food and I eat it. We went to Maine. I ate a ton of shit. Ate some healthy stuff, but mainly it was fried seafood, lobster with lots of butter, lobster rolls, a lot of freaking french fries. Everything comes with french fries. Okay, so I said I was going to use bumper plates. And I think I'm going to throw the 15 pounders on there. And then we just did 20. All right, I'll take that back. Throw the 25s on there. I am feeling super stiff. If you saw yesterday's videos, bench pressed like mother. Overdid it. Probably for the sake of making videos. Probably ego lifting. We did decline. Did a lot of sets of decline. And then from there, folks, we did flat bench. And we pretty much flat benched ourselves into oblivion. Then we came back. We did incline dumbbells. Then, what you guys didn't see, there's a video. Incline on hammer strength bench. So if I have to bail out of this, it's going to end up probably landing on my knees. Not a good thing, right? Yeah. So I'm getting warmed up. All right, now that we're getting a little looser, we're going to try and stretch a little. Some people may say stretch before you work out. Or before you start lifting. Since I don't have an elliptical, all kinds of different ways you can warm up. I do have a video out there of me doing various things to warm up the shoulders before lifting, but my preference would be to dive into the weights, and then once I get warmed up, to start stretching. Obviously, we haven't had a whole lot of weight on here for what I can lift, if you've seen the videos. If you're a first timer here, welcome to the channel. So we have a lot of bumper plates. I guess we'll throw these little shitty 10-pound everyday essentials on here. I'm just going to slowly work my way up today. I don't believe we're going to do any weights less than 8 reps. I'm just too beat up. I may use our elbow brace at some point. I'd actually prefer using the lifting straps. More than the gloves, but my wrist has been hurting a little bit lately, so might have been those 2 fails. Within 10 days, I had a fail of 305 on the incline. Then I had a fail yesterday 2 days ago, of 385 on the flat bench. So you can imagine we are hurting a little bit. Just so I can definitely feel that. One thing you can do is just do this. Try not to tighten up the arms. Warm those shoulders up. So I was in Maine for 8 days, enjoying myself, getting fat. I pretty much was not allowed to work out. Somebody took that away from me, which I handled it way better than I thought I would. I thought I was going to get kind of pissy. Something, about not being allowed to work out. And ended the trip at 2 locations that had Planet Fitness, and they both had they had gyms in the hotel. One had weights up to 75. Actually, both of them had weights up to 75. Could have got an okay workout there. So I was thinking, God, I should have did at least incline dumbbells. All right, so now the question, folks, is do we, this will stay on here. Should I do, so I should do a side view. Okay. Side view. We'll try and turn our, so get camera number 3 going, which is the tracking one. And it is probably going to be all over the place as it comes to this video. Okay. So we have what looks like a lot of weight on here, but it's not really. 25 and 15 bumper plate. So we have 40, 80, 125. Now I do have a back support on. One thing I was thinking about doing in this video, probably not going to happen. I actually thought about, should I do a 10 minutes, as many reps of 135 I can do, or I thought a timed event of how many reps of 135 can I do, or how fast can I do 100 reps of 135, which obviously, you know, means taking a break quite often. So I'm not liking the setup for that. I know I could do, you know, 20 plus on the first set when I'm loose. But, excuse me. Beyond that is another story. So, I'm trying to think. I don't really want to lift. This is where I'm getting lazy. I really want to lift the 45s up here to replace the 40 pounds. If I'm doing the math, while I have some 10 pounders, I've got 15 pounders. We're going to get to the point where we need to take some weight off here. I could replace some of this with a 35, but I guess we'll just put the 45 on there. And I think we'll do the colors now. So if I drop this, not that I would drop this weight, but let's say I had to drop this weight, I think it might bowl down all the cameras, thus setting me back quite a bit on this channel, because part of, you know, what you would see is I would lose a lot of my recording devices. And if you lose those, that ain't such a great thing. Okay, there's that. So we got 2 cameras for shorts, possibly. You know, as I've been doing this channel, not so much on my computer tech ones, but this channel requires a lot more editing. And I'm realizing what a hassle it is for on a laptop. Now, if some of you are aware, I have a couple computer gaming channels that are monetized and have a lot of gear for those, which has made it onto this channel. That actually goes all the way over. If I need the side. This is where when you can't see your belly button. Life is a problem, folks. Alright. Put that on there. So, where's I going? But yeah, I really haven't been doing a lot of editing on there. I'll play a video game. I'll just post the whole game from beginning to end. Unboxings, I try to film those without editing. I just hope if I screw up, I'd start all over again. But these videos, sometimes some of the cameras can only record for 10 minutes. Some of them, like that guy, will record for an hour and whatever. Of course, that's lower resolution. And so we've had to occasionally edit those together. I've taken footage and made shorts out of it. So, reality is I have tons of high-end graphics cards, CPUs, and I am using a freaking laptop. Now, albeit it does have a 12 Gen i7 in it, but it doesn't have a graphics card, and the RAM is a lot less. And the cores and all that just can't compete, you know, with like a 13 Gen i9 workstation. So why I'm not using that for editing, I don't know. Okay. So this is about the point where we're going to start to feel it. Yep. Starting to feel loose. Starting to feel loose. So, maybe like Sam Sulik. You know, I definitely am envious of that young guy. Now, later in life, if he dies before I do, because of steroid use or whatever, I might not be envious of him, but at least for right now, the kind of garbage that guy can eat and still be shredded is amazing. All right, so we had 135 on there. We're going 155. This will probably turn into the first YouTube short. At least I think it will. Now I'm thinking, folks, that this camera angle kind of sucks. I feel like I'm being, what's the word, violated. All right, so this ain't working. I'm gonna figure out how to do this without dropping the Samsung tablet. Getting a better view. Maybe from back here. Okay, I think we're good. We've only Partially got a little obstruction from the decline. And otherwise, you can see part of the weights. See that nobody's helping me. But obviously, nobody's helping me ever. No, that's not true. You see in the, I occasionally have a spotter, but odds are that person's there just so I can impress them and help me lift a little bit more. I don't know if when you guys are benching, how often just because you pick somebody to spot you, they ask you how many reps you can do. You go, well, sometimes you undersell it. Yeah, I do 4. Next thing you know, you're on 7 or 8. Sometimes that 7th or 8th one is with a little help, but I definitely, when the woman is watching me work out, definitely trying to give them all. Okay. So, here we are having a little discussion again. Just like Sam Sulik, folks, I like to fucking look at the muscles. I might not be as ripped up as him. I've yet to see that guy do military press. I don't think he does in his videos. I get him a little mixed up with some other people, but they do all those other exercises, and then they, I think, skip this exercise and go straight to lat raises and the other stuff, which might be a good idea. Especially if you want your bench press to go up, right? If you get too stiff in the shoulders, that can cause a problem. All right, 155. So somehow this camera is moving itself, and I have no idea how the other camera's doing. Oh, it looks like it shut off. Great. Wow. So the other camera just pooped out. Don't know why. Oh, storage is full. Lovely. So, every time I do this, I can't remember how I did it. Hey, you guys can watch me. So we go into internal storage. This is an Android phone. Go into trash. We're going to grab everything in here. All the crazy stuff that I make video-wise. Stuff I send my wife, private stuff. Stuff that she doesn't care for. All right, so we're good. We're good. I think we can record again. All right, folks. So hopefully you guys are got another camera going. 3 cameras. First camera I thought was recording ended up crapping out. 155 on here. Auto tracking camera. Hopefully you are actually tracking. Good. Good. 155. Now, obviously, you've seen channel. I'll go up to 225 sometimes, but we do not have spotter bars today. Reason the bumper plates, because I can just drop. Well, from here, assuming I can hold it, we're probably going to stand up and then drop it down to my leg. Hopefully not crushing my nuts or anything else, and then we will sit on the floor. Or we'll actually might just drop it because yours truly is not a deadlift master anymore. All right. So I said to the camera, which wasn't even recording, that I wasn't going to do any weights that I can't do more than 8 reps. And basically, we killed ourselves the last 2 days with chest. So we don't really want to kill ourselves too much. Plus, not having the safety spotter bars or any kind of safety, sticking with a weight that I'm like not going to hopefully have issues get back up there. So this will be 165, and it won't feel as light as 155 did. I threw that up like it's nothing. I think today at the end we'll rep out 155. Because I'm kind of tired of ripping out 135. Now what do I have going? Okay, we got one or two 4K cameras going. I am wearing a weight belt, folks. One of these Velcro elastic doodads. I usually wear the big old leather belt, but I don't think it's too figure flattering. Like, you know, obviously I got a little bit of a gut, right? Get older. This channel is not about trying to get 6-pack abs, you know. And I can't even tell you, folks, if you are my age, that you're actually going to build muscle without cheating, right? Most of you, if you're 50 and you ain't using some kind of supplement or illegal supplement, which, you know, I definitely don't suggest, probably not going to get too much stronger. If you didn't have muscle before you got into your 50s, like for me, I believe everything I'm doing, muscle memory has a play in it, right? Now, am I anywhere near where I was at 34? No. 34, I was stronger in everything, considerably stronger. But, you know, I use some equipped stuff for bench press, which makes me feel almost like I did back then. In actuality, it's within 30 to 40 pounds of where I was when I was 34. But yeah. All right, so I got a few too many cameras recording, but if you miss the action, folks, nothing worse. All right, so I got this camera. I got the good Samsung Ultra. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's about time for Dave to upgrade to a Samsung S23, 24. If there is an S24 out. Okay, so there's that. All right, so we're getting the other camera going. I think I have an S20 or 21, 512 gigs. Yeah, it's a 20. 512 gigs plus a 200, I think it has 256 gig card in it. Ridiculous amount of storage space. I can't imagine how much an S23 would cost me to get equivalent, and they won't have the additional card in it. Ability to have a card. So I mean, until they come out with the terabyte model, we're not going to be able to do better for storage. And I obviously film a lot of crap. Oh my god! If you saw me in Maine, recording everything, 5 channels. Actually, I'm going to add a 6th channel to dump stuff on. And when all that shit is monetized, hopefully I'll be looking at retirement within 5-10 years. All right, folks, here we go. 165. All right, so that felt not as light as 155, but felt damn good. Now we could, if we're going to stick with bumper plates, we don't have 20-pound bumper plates, or I don't have 2 10s. So it looks like it's 185 time. Our first real weight. Now, that is, for me, my first real weight. Some of you obviously might be able to do a little bit more. Some of you might not even be able to get close to this. Maybe some of you can get 1 rep. Maybe 135 was your max. Whatever. Just keep pumping. Keep working on your form. Keep training. Be consistent. Make sure your heart stays into it. Keep track of how you're doing. I need to do another video. Obviously, I've been lifting weights a long time. I have little concern about my stomach, how awesome it does not look. I do care about how strong I am. Why is that? Well, in case you guys don't watch, there's a lot more crime, violent crime, all kinds of crap happening out there. So it's good to be strong enough that either you're a deterrent, that nobody's going to mess with you, or that if they do mess with you, they're in for a rude awakening, as you may be considerably stronger than them. Whatever it may be. Now, of course, could do some MMA stuff. I used to wrestle. I have taken jiu-jitsu, karate, but that's really not in my cup of tea anymore. So we got 185 on here. It's going to be a real set. This thing's still recording? Everybody still recording? You are still recording. Woo-hoo. It's a good camera. Let's make sure the Samsung is. Stop rotating. Okay, good. Actually, I forgot what that one is. I think it's LG. So we have 2 LGs, 2 Samsungs recording. I've got 1 auto tracker. And one day they'll put an auto tracker on one of these big old stands. Or maybe they have that already, but actually, you know what? I didn't realize this. The auto tracker is screw mounted to its base, which may mean that I could put it on a tripod stand, which would be really freaking cool, especially for these weight videos. And I have to set the camera at a height that'll catch stuff, but if I have a tripod that has adjustable height, it'd be a lot simpler. And I probably would buy a second one. So we're buying time, trying to recover. So I didn't do traps beforehand. One thing, I love to do traps before I do the shoulders, because you really get a much better look through here. And when you haven't done them, it's kind of like, yeah, they're just a little flat. But I also don't get, sometimes I get a stinger up here, and it really affects the military press. So, all right. So we got our sleeve on, 185, weight belt. Shoes could be tightened a little bit. Should be able to get 8 easy. I think I can do 12 as a max, but I think we'll be smart here and just do what we can do, right? Here we go. Oh. Oh. But you can see we got it up there. Now, those counting at home, I do not know how many reps I did. Oh. I know it was somewhere between 8 and 11. My head says 11. You guys at home, it was probably 9. But that's a good set. Now, I said I don't want to do any weight that I can't do at least 8 reps. Potentially, if I had spotter, this feels like a 205 day for 8. However, we don't have spotter bars. So we're going to be smart and only put 2.5 pounder on her. I said I was just going to use bumper plates. I lied. I am at times known to lie. Just kidding. But you got to do what you got to do, right, in these videos. So going up 10 pounds would be a mistake. I could go up, 5 and 5 on each side. I do have the micro weights. 190 is a good number. Plus, I don't think we have any videos with 190 in it. So we'll carpet bomb the YouTube short videos, as we have 135 all the way to 225. I haven't done 230 or 235 on there yet, but actually that's not true. There's a video of, I think, 230, 235, 238. I'm winded, folks. The weight belt digging into me is not helping. The fact that I'm heavy doesn't help. But yeah, that's a hell of a set though. Now I'll find in the gym, I might not be able to compete with everybody hit a real gym like Gold's Gym for bench press, flat. A lot of times I'm, the really big dudes aren't doing decline, so I give myself the champion, overall strength champion in that. But military press, though you'll see plenty of people on YouTube that are throwing up some ridiculous weight. You go to the gym, you might see somebody put 185 on there. If they get 8 reps, that is a surprise. So it's one of the few places that I can probably compete with the top dogs at the gym. Or not. This depends on where you're at. If it was Venice Beach, Gold's Gym, there's no way. But in my town, my little town, I'm pretty sure I could hang. And unfortunately, this exercise is not one of those ones they do competitions at the gym, right? It's like Let's do bench press, deadlift, and squat. Matter of fact, one of the gyms I go to, they're running that competition. I asked them if they do a masters league so that I could be competitive. But it's open to all ages. Now, the thing that I thought was funny, the max bench was only 335. Guess how much that guy's deadlift was? It was pretty much 300 pounds higher than that. Like 650. Just a ridiculous difference between deadlift and bench press. But that's, he didn't do the squat yet. Figure he's going to squat at least 500 some pounds probably. So that's a pretty good number, 1,400 pound club. I equipped for bench press probably, right at 1,000. Otherwise, well, I haven't tried in a while. I'm assuming I could still get 400 pounds off the floor for deadlift, even older with bad back. Squatting, yeah, not so sure about that one. I'd embarrass myself. Bench press, though, we know without the bench sling that I can at least do 275 now. Where 2 years ago, before I hurt my shoulder, we were 360, and back age 34, we were 430-ish. Can't remember the exact number, but somewhere in there. And that was not, perfect form. There may have been a little bit of bounce off the chest. May have who knows if my butt stayed on the bench, but I'm counting that one. Might have turned it more into a decline. All right. So we've sat around here for minutes milking this. We got 190 on here now. Auto tracker, you watching? 190, and hopefully we'll get 8 solid reps. Holy fuck, dude. Woo! Heart racing. So my hand grip, folks, I knew my hand position was off. Man, my heart is fucking racing. Thank God I did not let go of that bar. Almost another. So this is a 12 days where we've almost had 3 failures, 2 of which were saved by spotter bars. This one was pure fucking adrenaline. Got that weight back up there. This is my, right now, folks, the right side is my strong side. The left side is what's holding me back. It's one thing we don't talk about. The left side is the thing holding me back from doing more weight on this because of the problem I'm having up here. But holy smokes, I must have hit right on top. Now, not every camera's gonna see this, but just so they can actually see it. Pretend we're on that side. I must have just hit the top of this, and that weight went this way. And thank God the right side was not completely fatigued. It was able to regain momentum. I think the mere fact that this side was sitting on the bar might have helped a little bit too, but we were able to regain our momentum and push that back up and over. I can't wait to watch the video to see how low that got. And would this have, would this have freaking, if I would have let go of it, it would have fell and hit me probably somewhere in the back of my head, back of my neck. Might have killed me. Let's be really dramatic about this. Might have fucking killed me. That would have sucked. For all my new fans, viewers, actually I don't have any fans, but subscribers, I appreciate you. So, I really wasn't actually having these problems until I started watching Sam Sulik videos where he's pushing, and then boom, might have a fail here, fail there, and some other videos I've watched. So, we're going to drop down. That was, honestly, 8 relatively easy reps of 190. I had a spotter bars, but it did 9. Not as powerful as the 185, but the other aspect is, had I did 190 instead of 185, we would have done more reps, I believe. Mentally, though, folks, I am all kinds of screwed up right now. That is, that's worse than when you hit the rack doing bench press. Because usually you do that in the beginning or one of your reps, and you've still got plenty of strength left. In this case, I had pretty much done. I stopped maybe 1 rep early, but still, that weight was wanting to come down. All right. We may have stretched out the shoulder a little bit more than it wanted to be stretched too. All right, so that was interesting. So if I was at the gym, I'd be in that one piece of equipment where you gotta have spotter bars, but you'd still I'd probably try and, like the hammer strength one or Life Fitness, I think it is, I would lift the weight off the front, walk it back, and then start pressing. And if I missed the pin on the way back down, it probably would drop all the way to the safety bars. Now, I wish, and maybe I can look into it, finding some spotter bars that would come out further. Like, they'd have to come way the hell out. The only problem is with this, if I drop this thing on the spotter bars out here, would this thing collapse on me? Fall forward, I should say. So we'd have to put a bunch of weight in the back. Now the bench, I could also scoot the bench back and use the front pegs. I think I did that in a video. I could reverse the base and have the wheels this way, which would mean I couldn't roll the thing. But I would be able to at least, I might be able to get it in here. And if that worked, if I could get that to work. Oh, we lost a camera. We lost one of our cameras. I don't know which one we lost. Looks like the auto tracker. Yep, auto tracker died. All right, so that's a bummer because auto tracker is probably would have been my short videos. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go plug this in. Buy some time. All right, folks, I'm back. I did a shirt change. So you may see this on one of the channels. I just bought this shirt. Now, this is supposed to be a 2XL, right? Usually 2XL is at least 1 or 2 inches shorter. It's pretty tight. I think, oh, the wife's calling me. Hang on, folks. I'm recording. I'm almost done working out. Sometimes women are impatient, folks. Gosh. All right, so yeah, this shirt might have looked pretty good on me, I think, if it was like 2 inches shorter. Now, if you buy this shirt, I'll have the little link below. Buy one size up, at least. I'm almost thinking I should went with 2. You know, I don't always want to just walk around with my sleeves tight, but this pattern, the bigger your shirt's getting, this pattern's going to shrink. So instead of them making it bigger for the bigger shirt, if you have a small, the flag looks ginormous, like in the image. Needless to say, I'm probably going to send it back. It's not going to work. Now, if I lost my belly, maybe this would be the perfect shirt. All right. So 155 rep out, folks. 155 rep out. We've yapped long enough. We try to buy time. And I don't think today I'm doing any other shoulder. Tomorrow is side lance, front lance, rear. Maybe I'll do that all in one video. I do my hip thrusters too one of these days. All right, check the weight one more time. Check the shoulder. Make sure the shoulder feels good after that almost accident. Shirt rides up. You guys might see my gut in this one, which is not good. We might lose some subscribers. All right. So, yep, there we go. There's that belly. Let's see how many we can do. 1, 2, 3. So I have a video of me doing 821 of those standing, which is hell of a lot harder. Might have used a little leg in that video, but that's gonna do it. There's no 135 today. Thanks for checking out the video. If you want to buy the shirt, link will be down below. If I think all the other stuff I have links to what I'm using. Buy a better power rack than the Go Plus. Thanks for checking out the video. All right.